Okay, we are back. Last week, I was supposed to play that boy Top, you know, our finalist from last season. Our good friend who's been a monster in this draft league. He's been with us, been kicking ass since season 3. But unfortunately, he had a drop last week due to personal issues. So, yeah, it is what it is. We're going to move on. And this week, for week 11 we're on, it's our regular season finale against Annabelle. So, we are both tied at a very good, excellent even, 8-2 record. So, the winner of this week will secure the second seed, resulting in a first week bye, meaning either me or Annabelle will not have to play the first round of the playoffs. So that is absolutely huge, and a playoff, you know, a playoff tournament with all these really good players. So yeah, it's very scary. And before I go into Annabelle's team, let me just say she is one of my favorites to win it. If not me, my first favorite is Hassan, but Annabelle's very close behind him. So, yeah, she is just a very smart player. Very good at single battles. So, scary stuff here, and a very scary team. Like I always say, a key to winning these kind of tournaments, a key to winning this league is if you're a great player and you have a great team, the sky's the limit. You know, if you're an excellent player and you have a above average team, I like your chances. So anyways, Annabelle's one of my favorites to win this, but we're gonna have to cheese our way and get a victory this week, hopefully. So anyways, for talking about her team, it's very scary. This is a hyper offensive team with a good mixture of pivot and setup options. So a lot of pivoting. If you look at the team, a lot of pivoting. So I don't expect these Pokemon to stay on the field for too many turns at a time, which is pretty scary. And on top of that, we have a nice mixture of clerics on the team. Cleric Pokemon meaning they could heal their teammates. So you have a top tier cleric and Umbreon, and then you have Florges as well. So you could expect at least one of those two to come. Anyways, for my predictions on her team, Mega Lopunny should be coming this week 100%. And in my opinion, and I think most players could agree, Mega Lopunny is like the best Mega in Draft League, in Singles Draft League that is. It should be coming to each and every of her matches, so I'm fully expecting Mega Lopunny to come, of course. Victini is pretty good this matchup, and it turns out to be her favorite Pokemon, so I expect it to come. And a lot of coverage too, might I add. Electric moves and ice moves as Glaciate, so I gotta be careful if I'm bringing Gliscor, which I'm not. I'm not bringing Gliscor this week. Kyurem runs through my team. Kyurem's very scary. I fully expect it to come. It could run through my team with Freeze Dry or Earth Power, so yeah, that's kind of scary, you know, considering some of my top Pokemon are Gliscor, Tapu, Fini, Zapdos. Those Pokemon have to be scared of Kyurem. And on top of another Pokemon I'm scared of, I'm the most scared of Nidoking this week. I gotta be careful. I could run through my team again. It could really run through my team. I always respect Nidoking and Nidoqueen, so it's the scariest mon for my roster to handle. I'm fully expecting it to come. And one of my best Pokemon, you would think a ground, what is Gliscor? A ground flying Pokemon could be able to handle a poison type, but no, Nidoking gets Ice Beam, so yeah, we gotta be wary of that. I think Tapu Koko should come, you know. Whenever you see Tapu Fini, I fully expect electric types to come, so I'm expecting Tapu Koko, maybe Thundurus to come. Worst case scenario, Tapu Koko could U-turn pivot out in front of Aegislash and Gliscor, so And the last Pokemon I'm expecting to be Gyarados. Just for a setup option, you know, you get Intimidate support. Annabelle has been known to sweep with Moxie. So that's why I think Gyarados could come. If Annabelle could weaken my team, they could kind of Moxie sweep me at the end. So I have to be wary of that. I expect that to be kind of their end game. But if not Gyarados, I'm expecting Umbreon. Umbreon could come, Wish, Heal Bell support. Very annoying stuff, very annoying. And anytime I see Annabelle in draft, she tends to draft Umbreon. So yeah, it's no secret. It's no surprise. So yeah, and also it's very weird that we're about to battle in a day or two. Some weirdness happened where the week has started and you're supposed to make your free agent transactions before the week starts. And they were late by like 2 days, but they ended up dropping, I forgot what Pokemon was there, but they added Crustle. So it's kind of weird. Crustle could come, and I'm gonna feel some kind of weird way about this because, yeah, they were late to make this add in time, and Annabelle's just very lucky I'm allowing them to have Crustle on the roster, you know, so, yeah, it's going to be kind of weird, kind of awkward if Crustle comes this week. And Crustle, I respect the Crustle because it's actually a very scary Pokemon with Shell Smash, so technically it shouldn't be allowed this week, but I'm trying to be a nice person here and allow it, so yeah, it is what it is. Very quick before our battle, I'll just say this. Although I'm trying to win this week and secure a first week bye, it's very important for me not to go 100% here and bring my best Pokemon, which is exactly what I'm doing here. I'm bringing some Pokemon that, had it been a playoff match, I wouldn't be bringing, so yeah. We're bringing Mega Tyranitar. I know it doesn't make much sense in front of a Mega Lopunny, but I'm bringing a wacky set I want to experiment with, where we have Rock Polish. So in the right situation, I could double my speed and actually outspeed Mega Lopunny and knock it out with superpowers. So that's my game plan with Mega Tyranitar. Without Rock Polish, there's no place for Mega Tyranitar this week, in my opinion. Tapu Fini is coming. I believe it's Dual Dance with Calm Mind, Iron Defense. Now, Mienshao is looking like one of my star players. I want to bring Choice Band or some kind of like offensive item in case Umbreon comes, which I kind of fully expect it to come, but it's weird because there are fast Pokemon. I'm kind of forced to bring Choice Scarf instead of Choice Band. That way with Choice Scarf we could U-turn pivot to safety in front of Mega Lopunny or in front of a non-Scarf Koko. So that's my thought process behind that. Alakazam is coming this week. I believe that's Choice Scarf as well. Slaking is going to do Slaking things. I think that's Choice Band if I'm not mistaken. I'm sorry, I don't have the team in front of me, so I'm trying to remember what I designed. And the last Pokemon being Dragalge. Once again, doesn't really make sense in front of Nidoking. I think I have Toxic Spikes. I forgot what I have on it, but I do like it. I think it does good in front of Mega Lopunny at the very least. And I wanted it for slow pivoting with a slow flip turn. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going 100% this week, but I feel the 6, especially if we could get that Rock Polish up with my Mega Tyranitar, I think we could get a cheeky win, you know. So I'm going to try to bring in the heat. Of course, winning this week would be awesome because we won't have to play the first round of playoffs, but once again, it's important I don't show my hand of cards, so wish me luck. I'm gonna need it. Like I said, Annabelle's a awesome player. Big fan of the channel, by the way, too, so yeah. Let's freaking go.
Alright guys, we are back, and this is my regular season finale for Season 11. We are going against Annabelle, so welcome back to the league, Annabelle. Here's our recap. So once again, this happened well over a month ago, so I have my notes here of how this battle went. I recall before we did this battle, our friend Annabelle picked up Crustle. I forgot what they dropped. I forgot what she dropped, but she picked up Crustle, like, it was a late pickup. It was a late pickup. I shouldn't have allowed the ad, but I was game, you know, so they picked up Crustle like a day or two before this match. And it came. I should have expected it. I should have prepped well for it, but we will see how this battle goes. So, I brought Mienshao. It's going to be my lead. Choice Scarf Mienshao. You know, I could have went. I decided to go Choice Scarf because we can outspeed everything on the team and just U-turn out. Worst case scenario, I could just U-turn pivot out. Choice Scarf because I outspeed the whole team outside of a surprise random Scarf Tapu Koko. So we lead off with Scarf Mienshao, and I believe they lead off with Mega Lopunny. There's a Mega Lopunny. They switch out and I U-turn out. Very obvious play. And what you're going to see here, story of the whole game here, is this is going to prove to be a very, very, very pivot-heavy game, you know. Playing it very defensive, and you will see a demonstration. Annabelle will demonstrate how awesome Umbreon could be in Draft League, and how good a bulky cleric. Not just Umbreon, but you have other clerics as well. Florges, who she also has on the roster, so pretty scary stuff. But anyways, here's Mr. Bulkness, the Umbreon. And I have my Stacking. And Umbreon's going to stay alive for the longest time and just Wish Pass to things, you know. It could either Wish Protect or Wish Pass to a teammate. I come in with, I believe this was Choice Specs Dragalge, so I love Dragalge. It's a very cheap, low-tier dragon, and adaptability boost plus Choice Specs, you know. So I think I was going to drop a Draco there, but I end up flip turning out. And Annabelle didn't even know it gets flip turned. So yeah, we flip turn out, and because we're Choice Specs, we do a good chunk to Nidoking. So I love the chunk on the chip damage on Nidoking is one of the biggest threats on this roster that I'm most concerned over. Nidoking actually goes in on my team, you know. Poison Stab for Fini, Earth Power for Dragalge. It gets crazy. Sucker Punch for Alakazam. Nidoking's a big threat. So we're getting chip damage, but as we'll see, man, Wish Passing from bulky Umbreon is crazy. So anyways, Umbreon once again right on cue, right? Right on cue. So I'm pretty much trying to do damage on this thing, try to break it down. We missed. Yeah, that's a key. I didn't even have that on my notes. I didn't even notice that till now. If we land this Giga Impact, this game is a lot shorter. I can't believe I missed this earlier today, but we missed the Giga Impact, which the first time around, my friends, it did 57%. Right here, 57. So, yeah, we could have landed that. It's currently at 55% health, right? We missed Giga Impact. So, and they do foul play, get some leftovers, gets wish, not leftovers, it gets wish recovery, so. Oh my goodness. So we knock off his heavy duty boots. You get your health back, thanks to Umbreon, right? So, anyways, U-turn Victini, goes back into Umbreon here. Big surprise. I do Toxic, but we end up finding that the ultimate cleric has Heal Bell, right? No surprise there. So we're seeing, what have we seen? We've seen Foul Play, Wish, Protect, and Heal Bell. So, Umbreon doing Umbreon things. Anyways, I go into my Mienshao. which, besides the Giga Impact, is like my best thing for Umbreon, right? Because we have close combat, but not a lot of PP to use it, so... We see... Okay, let me go over this turn really quick. Besides Mienshao, I also have my Fairy type Tapu Fini with Taunt too. Taunt to kind of hopefully stop Wish and Heal Bell, right? Anyways, what Annabelle ends up doing here is doing Wish, but I notice out of all these Pokemon, everything here is like 100% health, right? Besides Nidoking, right? At the time, I look at his teammate and I gotta figure, okay, I could taunt Umbreon. They already do Wish. So where's Umbreon going to go to? Has to be Nidoking, right? So knowing Nidoking's at like 60% health, extremely easy telegraph to play, easy read. So, yeah. We see Wish here. And that's when I start seeing who's injured. Nidoking comes in and Scald. Bye. So the Wish doesn't go through. Extremely easy read right there. So the play of the game for me. But it was an easy read, in my opinion. Anyways, they go into Mega Lopunny, so I have to expect... I guess I expected like Thunder Punch, right? Which they probably do have. And they go for Return, which is a solid play, solid middle ground play. And I'm going to lose my Dragalge here, which is not a big deal. It's not a big deal, actually. I go into my Scarf Mienshao. And at this point, Annabelle, I guess, I mean, it was easy to read. I'm Choice Scarf Mienshao. There's no surprise behind that. So they switch out. They want to preserve their Mega Lopunny. So, me knowing they're going to switch out, I play it safe and U-turn out as well. And we have a Psychic type. So what I do is I go into my Slaking here, who has Pursuit. So I'm trying to Pursuit trap this Victini. Annabelle doesn't know this Pokemon gets Pursuit. So anyways, I'm feeling good, right? We're off to a decent start. We're 5-0, 5-0. No, we're 5-5, right? Is what I mean to say. I Pursuit trap this Victini, expecting like heavy damage or maybe get a kill. But what happens is they try switching out. I get a successful Pursuit. It does only 52%. You know, I'm like max attack, and it only does 52% damage. So, props to Annabelle. That had to be, I don't know the EV spread, but it has to be like a very bulky defensive Fini. So, anyways, here we go with the Umbreon, right? It switches out, Wish, and I waste a close combat. We do 68% because I'm Scarf and not something more offensive like Choice Band. So we do 68%. It gets a Wish off, and it could just do Wish Protect. You know, you click Wish, you click Protect, and you get half your max HP back. Max of Umbreon's max HP. So, and it gets Foul Play off actually. So, anyways, this Umbreon's going to be a problem. This Umbreon's going to be a problem because I'm Choice Scarf Mienshao, so I don't have enough oomph behind my close combats as I'm losing my voice. But anyways, my Mienshao is my number one thing for Umbreon. Number two is Tapu Fini. So Umbreon's still here. We've done so much damage to it, yet it's at 100% health. I do taunt because I don't want it Wish passing to anyone else. And he's running, or excuse me, Annabelle, she is running a very bulky Mega Lopunny, so very bulky Mega Lopunny, but we end up knocking it out anyways with Moonblast. So big threat gone, big threat off the table. And here we go, the newly acquired Crustle comes in. Annabelle very smartly let Mega Lopunny die so they could come in a free switch into Shell Smash Crustle. which gives a +2 to attack, +2 to special attack, and +2 in speed. So here we go. We're gonna boost. We're gonna get boosted. Anyways, also there was a lychee berry, which I didn't notice at the time. So this Crustle actually gets a +3 in attack. Very scary stuff. It reminds me of their old weakness policy, rock polish Metagross that they swept me with a few years ago. So, anyways, this is very scary. It's +2 in speed. I have to decide, okay, something dies here. Nothing I have could take this thing on outright. So, I have to decide who's the least important player on my team. And I know I need my Mienshao and Fini if I want to beat down the Umbreon. So I decided to sack off my Mega Tyranitar. It wasn't very useful, but I had a cool set I wanted to show off for this match. It was Rock Polish with Superpower, which outspeeds Mega Lopunny and Oko's it. So I wanted to show that off, but Mega Lopunny's dead, and I didn't need Mega Tyranitar any longer. So, anyways, we sack off Mega T-Tar here, and we come in. What do we come in with? Choice Scarf Mienshao. Thanks to Choice Scarf, this is where I was glad I brought Choice Scarf Mienshao, because we outspeed the +2 Crustle, of course, and knock out the immediate threat, which is always important. So we knock out the +2 boosted Crustle. We have Kyurem here, and as we could see here, it's looking like Mienshao is the game winner, right? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Choice Scarf Mienshao outspeeds everything. We knock out Crustle. Kyurem's weak to close combat. Umbreon's weak to close combat. And as you can see, I mean, Victini normally comes in and eats fighting tech moves, but it is only at 18%. So close combat, stab close combat will kill that as well. So I'm thinking I have the game in the bag. We kill Crustle. What are you going to switch into? Kyurem for whatever reason comes in here. And I switch out. Oh yeah, I switch out expecting, due to my defense drop, I expect the Ice Shard, which they might have called that. So they went Ice Beam instead of Ice Shard. Does nothing to Tapu Fini, of course, so I have to handle Kyurem. I believe I survived the next attack and Moonblast. I survived Earth Power, thank God. And I Moonblast, chip it down. I die to Sandstorm and I go Mienshao. And at this point I could just close combat all day, right? I believe we knock out the Kyurem. And what happens here? Oh, we knock out Victini, who's at 18% health. Maybe a panic move, I guess. So, and Umbreon comes in, and here's the rest of the game. I'll just come out and say this. This showcases how good a bulky cleric such as Umbreon could be, especially in singles draft leagues. So, I'm Choice Scarf Mienshao, which paid off earlier, right? I think Choice Scarf Mienshao was the proper play, but it just doesn't have enough oomph, you know, enough offensive stats to take on this Umbreon. So we're gonna go into like 20 turns of like Wish Protect shenanigans, and this is where it would have paid off to either be Banded Choice Banded Mienshao, or even better yet, Sword Dance Mienshao, because when this Umbreon clicks Protect, we could SD and then we get an Oko on Umbreon no matter what. So, but no, we're stuck in Choice Scarf, and that's game. That's game, as we'll see. So, this Umbreon just pretty much stays in for 19 turns here. And as you'll see, I waste all my close combat PP. I run out of PP for the CC. So I recognize this game, like Choice Scarf Mienshao. If Umbreon doesn't come, I think Choice Scarf Mienshao would seal the game. But I think I go into Alakazam because we want to save close combats for everything else, for the Kyurem. maybe I could like catch Annabelle sleeping, chip it down with Alakazam, and then get the final kills with Mienshao, but that's not the case. Because, no, you know what? Yeah, that's a big... I'm just realizing it right now. I didn't realize it right now. I guess I could have came in. I should have came in with the... I should have came in with the Choice Scarf Mienshao, so I threw the game. I didn't realize it till right now, today, as I record this. I threw the game right there. I should have just came in with Scarf Close Combat, and yeah, because even if they protect, my Close Combat still did like 68% earlier, so it's at 65. I should have just went in Choice Scarf Mienshao, so we're seeing it together how I threw this game. I should have won this game. So, user error, just me misplaying this. There was no reason for me not to go back into Choice Scarf Mienshao. I think my reasoning behind it, I'd have to count. Let's go back. I think I was running out. I was very low on close combat, but still, I should have just came in. The proper play that would have won me this game was to just come in and click close combat twice. So I threw the game there. That's the moment we threw the game. Other than that, you know, I played this game very well, I felt. It's hard for me to play this game any better. I don't think I made many misplays, but it just props to Annabelle being a great player, and the power of Umbreon. The power of Umbreon, so yeah, it's just wish, protect, wish, protect. I ran out of close combat PP. Slaking can't 1v1 here, so that's game. So that is definitely game. The power of Umbreon is why Umbreon and me misplaying Mienshao late game at the end game. So props to Annabelle. This is actually, I believe we were going into this battle, we were tied. I forgot what the record was, but we were tied, and this battle determined who finished the regular season second place and got a first week bye. So it was ours. It was ours for the taking, and I choked this game away, threw this game away, and Annabelle, she ends up with the number 2 seed going into the playoffs. So I have to play first round of playoffs, and this ends up, I end up being matched up against Zapdos, who we lost to in the regular season. So drop a like, support the playoff run, and I'll see you next episode against Zapdos. So GG, Annabelle.